Kevin Bacon no longer eats bacon. Any pig or goat products. Yeah, I mean,
Wow, that's very cool.
I've said something to the equivalent. I don't eat red meat, really. I don't eat goats. And you know what's really funny? My one vegan moment is whenever I go out to dinner with people, I tell them that I don't want people eating octopus at my table. It's like my one picadillo. Don't eat octopus at my table. They're too smart. But I still eat fish and I still eat chicken. And I honestly think you can sustainably eat fish and chicken. And I don't have a gripe with taking a fish's life. I just don't. Will don't eat burgers. Here's what I will say. Am I perfect? No. Will I have a burger every once in a while? Yeah. Will I ever have steak? No. Steak is not worth it to me.
Trans needs something to
I will almost you will almost never catch me eating steak or like pork chops or veal or anything like that. But that's just like a preference thing. And the reason that a lot of you are being like, "What? Huh? That's wild," is because I also think that your diet preferences shouldn't be put in everybody's faces. Like, not many people know this, but at the beginning of COVID, I was vegan for like 4 months. And I thought it was great. I felt really healthy. I did a lot of running. I didn't talk about it because I wanted it to be my decision. But ultimately, I arrived at that in my life, it was just not sustainable for me to be vegan. Just way too much. I backslid. I was like, all right, well, vegan's too hard. I'll do plant-based. And then I was like, plant-based is too hard. Like, I'm exhausted all the time. I need a little protein. So I am happy with my diet now. I honestly don't think there's much value in eating a giant steak other than like gluttony. I'll be real with you. I've never eaten a giant steak and been like, wow, I feel really good. Now that's not true of everybody. Some people feel great when they eat a steak. I think your diet should be your preference, but I think you should look at your diet with a critical eye, especially in the United States, because I think a lot of what is being taught and espoused by people is bullshit. And your diet probably sucks right now. Even if you think your diet is pretty good, your diet probably sucks right now. How else would you hit your protein macros? I mean, very easily. Peanut butter, soy, all kinds of stuff. You just get sick of eating that shit. I'm going to be honest. When I was a vegan, I was very poor. And it was just really hard to be vegan when you're poor. I'll keep it a buck. It's just hard to be a poor vegan. I have been a vegetarian my own life, and I don't tell people because it doesn't matter to me. There you go. Veganism is so expensive. Yeah. Well, it's just hard to be poor, period. I was not What did you think my statement was? You know, the only drawback to being poor is you can't be a vegan, really. Everything else is sick. Think I don't know that? Yeah, being poor, it makes life a lot more difficult. Truly. You're the most based I've seen you today, Will? Really? This is kind of like where I am most of the time.